How we doing? It's Mailman Nick. Follow me on Instagram at Nick Venti. If you enjoy this content, please give me a thumbs up. Don't treat me like a 204B over here. And obviously, these are my own thoughts and opinions. I will not speak on behalf of the Postal Service. So I wanted to give you guys a mailman update. I've been slacking on updates because, some days are just the same. All week it's been raining. And a lot of people on my route ask me, where's my rain gear? But when it's 70, 80 degrees, when it's warm, once the rain stops, you're going to be hot with all that rain gear on. So I'm just like, screw it. I'm going to get drenched. I'll do laundry in the night and when I get home and just suck it up and get poured on. The main thing I hate about the rain is that the mail gets wet. That's the main thing I don't like about rain. But uh, and the spring rain too, it's like sporadic. So the one I was on my deadhead where I walk all the way down and then have to walk all the way back, crossing the park because the one side is houses, the other side's like a park and like a parking lot. So I walk all the way back, and that's when the rain started. So I had like a 10-minute walk back. I was getting rained on. It was windy. It was bad. It came down really hard. Uh, but that's just what we sign up for. Um, Today I had a Pitbull. It looked like a Pitbull Bulldog mix. It was very dense, this dog, and it's normally behind it's normally behind the fence, and I'm always weary of it because when I'm going down the street, it's the third house until I have to go right, and I didn't see the dog in the in the in the backyard because like the fence, you could see the fence. It's a chain link fence. You could see the dog when it comes running up, and I didn't see it. So I'm like, all right, must be inside. I walk past because it's like the backyard, the house, and then the driveway. And I walk past the house, deliver the mail, walk past the driveway, and this dog comes running at me, and I'm like, holy shit, where's the owners at? And luckily, because my first instinct is never to run. It's always to stand my ground and yell at it no. Uh, but surprisingly, once I was a little far because I was like walking and then I stopped and yelled at it and it ran back uh, into the driveway. So it was very weird. I don't know if the owner said something. I didn't hear the owner say anything, or if it was just like being territorial. Because there's plenty of instances where I have that where dogs will come running at me and they won't attack me. They'll just like be barking and stuff. So I think it was just being territorial. Luckily for me, because that thing was bolting at me. And then once I got to a certain point, like because I was walking and it was running at me, and I was like, no. And then uh, I started walking. And it ran back to the driveway. So I'm like, okay, I dodged a bullet there. But now I got to put a warning card in my case to make sure that whoever does my route don't get blindsided. Because I got so many dog warnings that I had to put. Like, you guys know the dog that it's like a big chow dog. It's very aggressive. Whenever the dog's out, they don't get mail. Now I'm gonna be very wary of now that this, because another thing too that I was worried about is because that dog just had puppies. The puppies were out loose before, but the dog was behind the fence. Now this time, if a dog has puppies, it's gonna be more territorial and more aggressive and all that stuff. So I never. It's just the first time that and one of the carriers told me too that the Hills doesn't have a leash law. So I'm like, what the fuck? So, I just got to be more careful and more wary. And I put all those warning cards just in case whoever carries my route when I'm off, they, they're alert and aware because that dog on Baker, they everybody in my office seems to know about that dog, and then now this one on my ninth relay. Then there's a Rottweiler on my first relay that the people who live there work for the post office. I think she works down at the plant because she told me don't walk in her lawn because it creates a rut. And she's like, I know I work for the post office. They don't want you. They want you taking the least amount of time or like the least the least line of travel. So, but she said, don't walk across the lawn. I'm like, okay, no problem. And once I Walk up the steps. The guy, he had it on a leash. He was taking it out, and the dog was like, barking because it heard me and then saw me. But the guy hasn't turned the corner yet. Then once he saw me, he yanked the dog back. But big aggressive Rottweiler, so he's like, I got to be more careful. But even them, they work for the post office and still, almost got bit. So I got a few big aggressive dogs because in town where we deliver in town, those dogs are a lot nicer, friendlier, but out in the hills, the dogs are more, they're like built to be guard dogs or trained to be guard dogs. Uh, mostly German Shepherds, Rottweilers, Pitbulls, and Dobermans. That's like the big four, big five of dogs that I see on my route. So, yeah, definitely got to be wary of that. But I can't wait till an in-town route comes up. Our our carrier, who's now 204, or she's a supervisor now. Once she stopped carrying mail for a certain amount of time, they're gonna put her route up, and that's 31. I was on that route for 2 years. I don't think anybody's gonna bid on it because it's too long, but I think it's gonna get cut. So when it goes up, I'm definitely gonna bid on it. I really hope I get it because I'm sick of the hills. I'm sick of the hills, but you know, like I always say, let's make that money, even if it's hard money. It's top. My route is top three worst routes that everybody says they don't want to do. Everybody gets mad when I'm off or not there, but I'm mostly there most of the time. But when I'm not there, my route gets like, once I come back, I see my case. It's just a mess. So, but yeah, I'm getting my 55 to 60 hours a week, and it's been pretty consistent. We get the call offs. The weather's getting nicer, so people tend to call off when the weather gets nicer. I don't complain. I do my 2 hour piece or 3 hour piece, whatever it is, and make my money and enjoy my Sundays and you know live my life. So, but yeah, the main thing this week was the dogs. Like I had that Rottweiler and that pit bull. It looks like a mixture of a pit bull and a bulldog. It's the head is huge and it's dense and very aggressive, but luckily it didn't attack me. So I didn't have my dog spray. I got to get some new dog spray. My supervisor didn't have any dog spray on hand, so I gotta. My brother has dog spray, but I gotta get my own. I gotta get my own because I got some dogs that are ready to pounce on me, ready to pounce on me. But thank you guys all for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.